यदेवेह तदमुत्र यदमुत्र तदन्विह मृत्युः समृत्युमाप्नोति य इह नानेव पश्यति यदेवेह तदमुत्र यदमुत्र तदन्विह मृत्युः समृत्युमाप्नोति य इह नानेव पश्यति यदेवेह तदमुत्र यदमुत्र तदन्विह मृत्युः समृत्युमाप्नोति य इह नानेव पश्यति यद एव इह इह means here, that alone, what that tadeva yadeva, what that which is here alone is there. Tad amutra. Amutra means there. Actually amutra means in heaven or in Bhagavan, whatever. Yadamutra, that which is there, tad anviha, that alone is here. Anusutam, pervading, that is all pervasive here. It pervades everything here. And that means what? What that is here alone is there. What is there is here. That means here and there is one. So everything is one. That is non-dual. Like you can say, what is in this chair is in that chair. What is in that chair is in this chair. Means both chairs are one. All the chairs are one. In that sense, yaha naneva pashyati. Look at the last 2-3 words. Yaha, iha, naneva pashyati. Who pashyati, sees, matlab, who sees here, iha, what? Nana iva. One who as though sees plurality. Naneva. Naneva doesn't mean Hindi, Gujarati, Nane. Okay? Mother's father is called Nana. So it is not that Naneva who says Nana only. That's not the point. Ye Naneva pashyati. Who sees plurality here. As though it is plural, who sees, saha, second letter, second word in the second line, that fellow or that felly, mrutyoho mrutyum apnoti, gains or goes from death to death. In other words, that person continues to be in the cycle of birth and death. In other words, that fellow is bound by karma phalas. And that means that person is bound by karmas because there is a doership. So he doesn't see. That means that person is not muktaha. Okay? Doesn't get free. Okay. What does it mean, vastu iha? Iha doesn't mean here. Here means now. Here means anything here in this world. In other words, iha means dehadi sanghadeshu, brahmadi sthavaranteshu, vartamanam. That which is in all beings. Whatever is, beginning from Brahmaji. Brahmaji means Hiranyagarbha. To Sthavara, to some inert object or to the trees. Tat, okay, what it is, it appears as samsari. What is here inside appears as what? Samsari. Why? Very beautiful sentence, Bhagavad Pad, right? Upadhikatvat abrahmavat avabhasmanam samsari anyat parasmad brahmana iti mabhut iti shanka. What is here? Karya karana upadhi samanvitam samsara dharmavat avabhasamanam avivekinam tadeva svatmastham amutra. What it is? That samsara dharmavat avabhasanam. It appears to be having qualities of a samsara. No, what are the samsara? What is I find here myself? Here means individual. What individual finds himself or herself to be? I am subject to vikara, subject to modifications. I am born, asti, jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinashyate. I came into being, my birthday, and Mahatmas called Pragatya Divas. But then birthday only. My Pragatya Divas is there, and Asti comes into existence in the form of embryo, comes into being, which is seen by the eyes. Asti jayate, grows, vardhate, viparinamate, maturation takes place. And the growth stops. It is good. So, no, Bhagavan Krupa. Otherwise, there will be houses for different ages. Like clothes. When you buy clothes, they write small size, 3 to 5 years, 5 to 7 years. Now this fellow keeps on growing. So this door will not work for him. The bed will not work for him. So every 3 years, like these mothers would know, when the children are growing, within 1 or 2 years, shoes are short, clothes are short, they have to keep buying. How much earning men have to do? Because every 3 year whole family, new clothes, new shoes, new bed, new doors, everything new you have to have. Even a brush also you have to have bigger one. Because this baby brush is small. From there onwards, imagine Bhagavad Krupa, what a creation. It stops. Bhagavad growth stops. But human doesn't stop. It grows vertically by Bhagavan. Human being grows horizontally. They walk like this, fatty fellows, and they do inserts. And the last button is open. Welcome. You should see some fat. I don't know why they wear insert. I don't know. They should not tuck that shirt. But this is the problem. Anyway, I am maturation. Manhood, womanhood takes place, and after some time, decay starts, and one day disappears. This is the body. However you try, people get impressed. Swamiji, great yogi is there. Oh, really? The yogi is 120 years old. So what? He is not 120, so he's full stop. Only thing is he lived 30, 40 years more than you. But that 40 years were a vegetative life. You didn't do anything. You couldn't live. Whether you live 300 years or what. But it is one day it is over. It has to come to end. Samsara dharma vat I am endowed with this dharma, gunas. What is that? Birth and death, correct? And in between everything. Also blessed with a human mind. So I have all these sukhi, dukhi, angry, frustrated, jealous, loving, caring, blah blah blah. All changes. You don't know. Some people are so moody you don't know how to relate. You have to always manage them. Looking at a mood, you have to put the file. Proposal, talk to them. And they get excited, all anxiety prone people. These are all samsara dharma. Samsara is characterized by anityatva. It is all impermanent. Nothing is stable. So instability is there. Okay, what another thing you find? I am small little fellow. There are many like me. Human beings are many. There are many other than me, not like me, but many. So there is a bheda, division, difference. Sajatiya, vijatiya bhedas. And in me also there is a lot of difference. Hands is one limb, legs are one other limb. In other words, sajatiya, vijatiya, swagata, bheda, sahita. I am endowed with differences. There are different things are there in the world. Means it is full of duality. That is what appears to whom avivekina. The self appears to be like that for indiscriminative people. Aviveka. When you have to do viveka, which that word means to segregate, to separate. Aviveka means incapacity to separate out. There is mishran. You are endowed with an upadhi. Upadhi means, let's say, simple body-mind complex. And that because of mere presence of body-mind complex, there is an apparent indiscrimination. What is indiscrimination? Like even this example. Suppose there is an iron ball with you. There is a glowing fire, Yagnashala or big one, and you put the ball into that fire. After some time, take out the ball, it becomes what? Fireball, correct? Now this fireball is a wrong expression. Why? Fire cannot be ball. Fire has a shape, but it cannot be round shape. And if it is a ball, it cannot be fire. So when you say fireball, if there is a discrimination, you understand that ballness belongs to iron, and in the word fireball, fireness belongs to fire. Correct? There is an apparent joining of fire and the ball. So also with this body-mind complex, there is identity, individual. What is individual? Identity, I am man or woman. I am the Indian or American or Canadian or this and that. I am of this region. I am of this height. I am of this caste. I am of this color, like that. And then now in India it is not that much. That ahankara was limited to languages. I am a Gujarati, I am a Maharashtrian, I am Kannadiga, I am Tamilian. Now new ahankara is coming up. This is all American gift. I am loud, I am Rajkot here. No identity, Love, everywhere now there are boards. I love Rajkot when you enter. And you see, I love Junagadh, every board, you know. And if I am Junagadh fellow, what is the big? That I don't know, this can say Rajkotian. How do they Junagadhian? Junagadhi, yeah, that's a good thing. I am Junagadhi. Now that Junagadhi or Rajkotian or Ahmedabadi, I am Ahmedabadi. So that Ahmedabadi, you are Ahmedabadi because of what? Because you live in Ahmedabad. Rajkotian because of what? You live in Rajkot. But who is living in Rajkot? Body. So Rajkotian-ness, Junagadhi-ness, Ahmedabadi-ness belongs to body. In West, they claim, I am from this place, Nyokar, all kinds of things. And now they have another thing, they identify with the clubs, and their own clubs and all. They all belong to body, not you. Karya karana sanghata, karya karana upadhi samanvitam. That aviveka. Similarly, when you say I am man or woman, the man-ness or woman-ness or manhood or womanhood belongs to body. That I am Indian or American, that's with reference to body. So, that qualities of the body, qualifications of the body are superimposed on I. Like the fire ball, the ballness of iron are superimposed on fire. And the fireness, hot, brightness is superimposed on iron. That is technically called Anyonya Adhyasa, superimposition of each other. That is not possible, still becomes possible. Iron can never become hot, but somehow becomes temporarily. And fire can never appear round, but somehow appears round because of temporarily. If you see iron factory, when they heat up the iron for some shape, the fire appears to be of that shape. So, upadhi samsara dharmavat avabhasamanam. Similarly, fellow says, I am dukhi, I am happy, I have a lot of tension. Swami, everybody has used me as a doormat. Swamiji, nobody cared for me. I have given up my life for every other and they don't care, blah, 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 blah. Kaji, as though he has lifted Govardhan. Kuch nahi hai bhaiya, 4 and 4 person, you cared, what's a big deal? And you did it on your own, then you shouldn't have done it. But anyway, that's emotional. It is emotion, not you. I am an engineer, I am a doctor, I am an accountant, whatever it is, that is with reference to intellect. We have seen earlier, all these are drashyaha. They are object. They are seen, they are known to me. I, the knower, cannot be known. So their qualifications or qualities are superimposed on me. That is, upadhi dharma samanvitam, as though I am endowed with dharmas. It is actually as though. But because of indiscrimination, fellow thinks, really I am. Like actor losing himself while playing a role, gets too much identified with the vesha, with the role and the dress, and starts behaving like that. Then actually you look like you are as though a king. You don't become a king. I think there is a story of Bhavnagar Maharaja. he went to see some drama and the actor became so carried away. Then somebody said, Bapu is here. What there? I am the king. Bidda company ban kari padi thi. Next day they had to close down the company and get out of the state. The king was at least had some mercy. At least he didn't put them into prison. He just threw them out. There is something that I don't remember. Somebody had told me about some actor. You cannot afford to get carried away. As I said, he was playing a role of a king and all the time, we, we shall do, blah, blah, blah. He went home and opened the door. Nobody heard. We have come. And she was cooking, came out. Then that is called Atmagnanam, Sakshatkar Kshanam. Sakshatkar Kshanam moment. Then he says, what is that? No, I just have come. I was wondering, did you tell me to bring vegetables? Have I forgotten? Billy ban gaya, share. The lion became a cat immediately. So, Upadhi, that is dress, is seen. It is seen by you. It is because of identification you appear to be like that. And you take it to be that because of identification. He or she appears like a king but doesn't become a king. So, here, who am I? Yadeva iha. That is true with all living beings. What it is? It is Thula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharirat, Vyatirikta. Is a different, independent Atma. That alone is there. There is Ishvara in this context. So if it put it in words, that Jiva is Ishvara and Ishvara is Jiva. That's the essence of this first line of the verse. Yadeva iha, that which is here alone, that is there. And what is there is here also. So, Jiva is Ishvara and Ishvara is Jiva. So, from which standpoint of view? From the consciousness point of view. From I-ness point of view. Though there is no I-ness. There is highness, but no I-ness. I-ness point of view. I am, when I say, that is I am what? Satchit Ananda. That Satchit Ananda is me as well as that Ishvara is also Satchidananda. That I, when I say this identity, the Shat Vikaravan, I am born subject to vikara, modifications, death, etc. That which appears as that, actually that I is free from any modification, is not subject to birth and death. It is only because of upadhi. It is because of physio-psycho-complex, like the dress, actor appears as a king, etc. I don't become. So also I am this status of being a human being, status of being a young or old or man or woman, imputed on I is incidental. How incidental? Cause that incidentalness is caused by what? Body. Incidentally I am having a body, therefore I am man. Incidentally I am having this body born here, so I am Indian or Gujarat. That is incidental, but I am not body-mind complex. I am Satchidananda Atma. So the self is drashta, is subject of all this, and that being a case, it cannot be the seen. Seer is always different from seen, and not the qualities of the seen cannot be superimposed on seer. When I watch a movie, I don't become an actor. And the gunas, qualities of actor or actress cannot be imputed on I. That is there only avivekina, indiscriminate. What is indiscrimination? While watching the movie, fellow gets so carried away, sitting here, he or she becomes as though actor or actress. I have seen people in a cricket match, India. Cricket is a national game. Like they say, in Italy, never discuss football. When Maradona and all these were alive, it was so strong. You don't talk of football. So unless you want to get into some arguments, they will pick up. Or unless you want to befriend immediately, knowing that this fellow is a fan of this player, then it will get well. Coming back to this, sitting here, especially this 50-50 those days, and now 2020, they will shout, "Bachchi, run!" Harbhajan Singh is a player. He said, "Why don't you run faster? You are sitting here in your drawing room." He gets perspiration as though he is running. This is identification. Upadhita, seen and seer becomes one. This body-mind complex you identify with, and in the entity called Jiva comes into being because of this identification. As such, there is no Jiva. Jiva is there as long as there is aviveka. And aviveka comes always out of ignorance. When you don't know vastu as it is, there is indiscrimination. That causes the wrong understanding. So Jiva is born out of aviveka, and aviveka is born out of ignorance. So Jiva is called born out of ignorance. But it's not simple ignorance that I don't know. I know it wrongly. That is a peculiar ignorance. I don't know would have been better, like sleep, no problem. You don't know yourself, so no problem. So people who don't know themselves do not have problems. Others only have problems. Like mental fellows. But they all mental fellows, they know themselves wrongly. That's a problem. So the whole world is mental. And since everybody is mental, we pass by. We go by, it doesn't work. So ultimately, I am that Sakshi Chaitanya. And when Ishvara says, suppose you say, I am Alpagnaha, I am a limited person with reference to knowledge. I know little. Alpashaktiman, I have little power. And Bhagavan says, Aham Sarvagnaha, I am all knowing and I am all powerful. Suppose Bhagavan says that all knowingness and little knowingness is with reference to upadhi. My little knowingness is with reference to my buddhi, sharir, man, sukshma sharira. Ishvara is because of maya. Simple as that. Consciousness doesn't have knowingness and non-knowingness. Nothing is there. It is pure illuminating principle. So, upaditaha veda. There is differences from the standpoint of body-mind complex, but no difference in terms of vastu, I amness. That I, when Ishvara says, is consciousness, And when I say I, that is also consciousness. And that I am consciousness, that is true with everybody. Yadamutra tadiha tadanviha. What is there is here. Both ways. So if it is only one way, one can be mithya. Like what? Chain is gold, but gold is not chain. I'll tell you another example. Swami Dayanji used to give this. Be the beggar is actor, but actor is not beggar. In fact, he is going to be richer by begging. And beggar B is A, but A is not B. So if it is one way, other thing is mithya. Both ways. What is here is there. That means who is what? Who is Jiva is Ishvara. Who is Ishvara is Jiva. From I. Another example traditionally they give. What is there in a wave is in ocean. What is there in ocean is in wave. In means nature. So what is the nature of wave is the nature of ocean. And what is the nature of ocean is the nature of wave. Nature means Swarupa, essence. The I-ness of the wave is water. And wave says, I am this small wave, bigger wave, I am a breaker, like that. I am a wave for surfing, etc. They say this. They know some different types of waves. In fact, we don't know. These Eskimos know 7 types of snow. We know only one snow. No, 7 types of snow. Similarly, the surfers say, this is surfing wave. And there is some other word also. Among surfing also, this is the best wave. Like that. Whether surfing wave or breaking wave. It is wave, but it is not even wave, it is H2O. Wave can say, I am ocean. What you are in one corner, that too small sea, Arabian Sea, near Bombay. What I am ocean? That I am ocean is H2O. And ocean is me. That is again when ocean says, I am ocean. Don't. I am ocean. That I amness is because of what? That Hanumanji shloka, very beautiful. Kosi, he was asked, who are you? Deha buddhya tu dasos. Jiva buddhya tvadamshaka. Atma buddhya tvamevaham. Iti nishchita me mati. If you ask me from the standpoint of this body, I am thy servant. Correct. You are Ishvara, I am Jiva, body point of view. If you ask me as an individual, I am part of it, Amshaka. Amshaka means a part of it. This samasti, sthula, is a little here. If you ask me from the point of an individuality, Jiva Buddhya, I am your servant. Thy Majesty's servant, they write, I am Bhagavad Sevaka. But from the standpoint of the self, you are me and I am you. Understand? Vedanta is cognitive. It is not physical. There is no change has to take place in outside world. Because without changing, the fact remains the fact. You are here to discover the fact that you are consciousness and which is non-dual. So, Deha Buddhya Dasosmi. Jara Deha Buddhya Tadamshakaha. Jiva buddhya dasosmi. Atma buddhya tvameva. I am not, it doesn't say I am you, but you are me. Iti nishchita me matihi. This is my firm conviction. In other words, this is what my clear knowledge is. So I am Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma. I am ever pure knowledge, consciousness, and ever free. Free from cycle of birth and death. Individual has birth and death. Individuality causes karta bhokta. That karta bhokta has birth and death, not me, the consciousness. We'll see further in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Those who want to do Gayatri, let me close this. Vaivasvataya Mrutyave Brahma Vidyacharhyaya Nachiketase cha Yadeveha tadamutra Yadamutra tadanviha Mrutyos samrutyumapnoti Ihananeva pashyati Mrutyoho mrutyumapnoti Yaha iha nana iva pashyati. Kasmat satyam kim? What is the truth? The truth is
both are same.
Yeah. So, yad iha tad amutra. And yad amutra, whatever is that, tad anu. Anu means tadeva iha nama rupa karya karana upadim anu vibhavyamanam, which shines in the body mind complex of each jiva that are here, which shines as an existence in whatever that is over here. That is anu. Now, there may be a doubt. There are certain schools who claim, what? True, it is same, but there is a fraction within you, not total. Yad Amutra, what is there in Ishvara, is a total consciousness. And you are small consciousness, little consciousness. You are part of it. And they quote the shloka, Mamevamsho Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana. So there is a amsha. That is not true. Cannot be amsha. There cannot be, like what they say in English, there is a spark of consciousness in each one of us. And they quote some mantra about the fire. Agniryathayiko bhuvanam pravishya rupam rupam pratirupo bhapuva, etc. That fire, that fragment, there are different sparks of the fire that come out. So also there is only spark within us, which is not true, and that is not possible also. For a reason, that which is limitless cannot be divided. Limitless means limitless in space also. In other words, limitless vastu is beyond space, much more than space. Since it is beyond space, that is limitless. And therefore, it cannot be divided. Limitless vastu, being beyond space, has to be formless. If it has a form, then that form should be apparent, cannot be real. Why? Any form is limited. Suppose he is in the form of a man, that means he is not others. He is limited, vastutva limitations. Even if he is Virat Rupa, that Virat Rupa all right, but excludes me. That's what happened to Arjuna. Arjuna saw Virat Purusha, Ishvara. But then, having seen that Virat Purusha, what did he see? He saw himself to be separate from Virat. And therefore there was a fear. Oh, Bhitosmi, I am afraid of you. You are devouring the whole world, because saw himself to be separate. However big it may be, then it cannot exclude me. Then only it is limitless. Otherwise, each one of us tells, I say, I am not limitless. He says, he is not. You say, you are not. Everybody says, no. So limitless is very little. Limitless left out. Because each one negating, I am not, I am not, I am not. So limitless thing cannot be created. One, if it is, it is. It cannot be divided as well. And it should include me. I am included in limitless. And when you say limitless, and you still say you are a fraction of it, you are a part of it, that means this much is here, outside is different. Or you say, outside is everywhere and inside is there. That means in between the dividing line is not. Like even space. Inside there is a space, outside is also space, in between also space. It is not that the space is divided. It appears to be divided, but it cannot be divided. The divisions in space is apparent. Other day I had mentioned people building apartments, high-risers. They build high-riser, 20 story, 30 story. They go on building the floors. And then they make walls in between. Then they say, this is drawing room space, this is kitchen space, this is bedroom space, blah, blah, blah. But this is apparently called as that. As such, there is no drawing room space, it is total space. Whole apartment is within the space. How can be separate space within it? And as I said, formless vastu cannot be divided, and if at all divided, it is only apparent division. Atma Tattvam is all pervasive. So is amshaha eva amshaha. Appears as a part, but it is not that. Swarupatah, by nature, it is not in any which way different from the total. Okay? Amshaha iva. And if he sees that, what happens to that? One who sees anyaha. What does he say? Parasmad anyoham mattaha anyat param brahma. I am different from param brahma. And param brahma is different from me. That is called nana iva pashyati. Nana upalabhyamanam. That means sees varieties, sees many. Who sees this many? He says, Upadi swabhava bheda drashti lakshanaya avidya. One who sees because of ignorance. I have told earlier also, ignorance is not simply not knowing the vastu, ignorance is knowing the vastu otherwise. What is otherwise? Because of the self-ignorance, because of Atma Agnanam, I take myself to be Anatma. The self is taken to be non-self. What is a self? Sakshi, witness, who is Satchidananda. That Satchidananda is taken as what? Body-mind complex. Body-mind complex is construed as I am this. That is called Upadhi Swabhava. Once I take myself to be body-mind complex, then there is a Bheda. Then I become limited. It is like a wave taking itself to be different from ocean. When does it take to be different from ocean? When it takes itself to that size, limits to the size of the wave, height, length, and whatever. Then it is limited. Her identity, I-ness, is in Namarupa. But when it knows I am H2O, water, it is not separate from ocean. Even while the wave takes, oh, I am different from ocean and ocean is different from me, it is non-separate. And then when it takes itself to be different, as a different entity other than ocean, that means there are other waves also. Nana, there are big waves, small waves, breakers, surfing waves, etc., etc. And when there is a fever, the wave behind me may crush me, let me crush the wave in the front of me. All that duality problem. Dvaita, Bhayam. That Bhaya is there, and therefore it is said, Mrutyoho Mrutyum Apnoti. Goes from death to death. That can be interpreted in both ways. Because when he sees oneself as independent, as individual, when I see myself as an individual, then I am a karta bhokta. The definition of jiva is karta. Definition of jiva is bhokta. That is ahankara. Ahankara is not something else. To consider myself as karta bhokta is ahankara. This ahankari, he is a karta. This jiva is a karta. The individual is a karta. Being karta, whatever karma he or she does, karma phala comes to him. Does karma for what? For bhoga. And as I explained earlier, bhoga, he does bhoga for what? Bhoga becomes a seed for new karma. So the cycle, the accumulation of karma phalas keeps the cycle moving of what? Birth and death. Here he says, mrityoho mrityumapnoti, means see, one who sees plurality goes from one death to another death. Means in between birth. And what does it mean? From one dukkha to another dukkha. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarsha. Birth is full of dukkha. Before birth is also dukkha. Fellow is incubator in the womb doing all your... See, people like yoga because the jiva, when he was a baby here, has done yogasana only inside. So, likes to do yogasana. Poor fellow is turning this way, that way, goes on. And then having born also helpless, hapless creature, this baby. We think it is nice to be child, but child doesn't want to be child. Because he is helpless. Every time he needs mom, and mom has her own moods. Mom has her own engagements and commitments, and it is not available. So it's helplessness. All the way, dukkha. And by the time 30 starts, 25, 30, there is all problem at the office level, family level. In between, physically, slowly some disease keep creeping. By 40s and 50s, some disease give him company because he feels lonely. It is called middle age crisis. And when the fellow is healthy, physically healthy, dil ka daura pad jata hai. There is some heart attack. Somebody didn't smile, somebody didn't reply my message, he didn't send the emoji, or emotional issues. When physically you are healthy, then there are emotional issues. And after 45, 40s, there are both issues, emotional and physical. So mrityu is a symbol of dukkha. Mrityoho mrityum, from one dukkha to another dukkha. See, it is double-edged weapon, human birth. Animals don't have developed antahkarana. Their mind is not developed. They don't have developed buddhi. So what happens? They have only physical issues of security, food, shelter, and propagation, their species. That's all the problem is. If security provided, shelter is provided, same thing. Food is provided, like pet dogs and cats and any pet animal. There is no issue. Their biological urges, they take some operations and remove the hormonal issues. They are happy, relaxed. They will relax. The dog will be relaxed in the whole home. Every day, he is a king moving around. The master, Kanti, secretary, the master has to run around. I don't know whether I told you this or not. When I, about somewhere in 2004 or 5, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't remember. 15, 17 years ago, I was invited for some 2 days talks in Bombay. 3 days, evening talk. In a memory of somebody, sponsored, I was received. There was an afternoon. I'm sorry, I don't like to do this, but I have to do. That minister was expected to come at 5:30 or so. Now, just now I received a message, they will land up by 4:50. Now with this, he will be having entourage. I have to make, I have not given instruction to Neeta for some tea, coffee, etc. Mittal na karna. મિત્તલને પૂછી લે
પૂછી લો.
એ ત્યાં છે
આ વ્યસ્ત આવે છે.
એટલે જ એને તને કહું તારામાં જ.
મારામાં છે.
So, I was received at the airport by the lady of the home and reached evening 3:34, happened to have afternoon flight and then went home and the husband was not there. Freshened up and we went for talk and they were there, both of them, and talk was received and brought me home and had dinner and they said tomorrow if you're okay I may invite my friends and for dinner and we can have satsang, blah blah. I said okay. Morning I woke up at 8 o'clock. I mean, I was ready by 8, not woke up at 8. I was ready by 8 and there was nobody. It was all quiet except 2 servants and the dog. I was received by the dog and I said, they said, sir, what do you want? Madam will wake up a little later. She has gone for bath and she will come. It was early morning too for her. So by 8:30 she came and gave me breakfast and by the time I finished breakfast, he came rushing and I'm getting late and sorry Swamiji, I have some important meeting and pushed down. It was a beautiful 5-bedroom apartment flat across the sea. Very nice. And they had given me a nice room from my balcony. I could watch the sea and keep it open. So then he went and then after giving me breakfast and chatting, she said, Swamiji, I am also working. I will also have to go. These servants, one cook and 2 servants are at home and a driver and a car is there. If you want, you can go anywhere. Then at 12:31, I had a darshanam of the prince of the home. Because his Mangala, his morning, good morning happened at 12. Because he was a party guy. Bombay. There is a song, Bombay se aaya mera dost, raat ko khao piyo, din ko aaram karo. There is a song. My friend has come from Bombay. Take rest during the day, at night make merry and party. So he had come at a Brahma Murtam from party. Having had Ishwar Darshanam, he must have come. I said, hello Swamiji, good morning. I said, okay, good morning. I said, keep away, I don't want fragrance. Disappeared. She came running at 4:30 or something. Took me talk, we had a guest, same routine next day. All these days, the dog was there in the home, wagging tail and expecting some love from me. You know, those days, I had my own work, so I just got out, some writing and all that. I said, go get lost. So then he would go. The next third day I discovered that whole day where was dog? He was in a master bedroom. King size bed. The master bedroom was 18 by 16 feet in Bombay. You know the cost. And he was beautiful. I happened, dog took me there. They didn't take me. I saw the house. And the fellow was relaxing. Then I asked the servant, where does he sleep at night? He sleeps here only. Along with the master and mistress. And he sleeps in his own way. They have to adjust. Madam loves the dog. She wants a dog. I said, she loves to have 1 or 2, because both sides she must be having. He said, no, we have only 1 dog. Then I had a question. Gujarati hadkayu kutru. A dog with rabies cannot stay. He will move from one place to other. Who is a dog? this four-legged animal or they? Since morning they are running like that dog, office and phone calls and tension and business and this fellow is enjoying. He is living in a 5-bedroom house, centrally air conditioned, 2 servants at his service, 1 cook at his service, and all luxurious sedan at his service. When it has to answer the call of the nature, there was special car for the dog. This is a human problem. You have mind and intellect that creates, it's a beautiful instrument for moksha, for dharma. At the same time, it can create restlessness and tension and the stress and emotional issues and cognitive issues. That can create, you are helpless. So, mrutyosya mrutyum apnoti. It is only physical issues. Security, food and biological urges. Over. When satisfied, it can enjoy or at least it can relax. Even our street dog will sit under a shade of a tree and relax. But human mind cannot relax. Look at my cows. Relaxing. Free. People send all kinds of WhatsApp messages. You get peace when you cuddle a cow. You are released from stress if you cuddle a cow. Why you create a stress and then go to cow? Then just be like a cow. Enjoy what you have. This is the dukkha. See, there's compulsive pursuits. Compulsion. To do, to achieve. That compulsive restlessness implies some problem within. It is not simply problem of food and shelter. We used to study in civic science. The government's job is to provide food, clothing and shelter. Those days clothing was not there. Gandhiji wear only one piece of cloth because of lack of clothing. But government gives food, government gives clothing, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, you have a house, and this Aadhaar Ma card, you have medical facilities, still can't sit. Human dukkha. The pressure is dukkha. Any helplessness is dukkha. Child is dukhi because it is helpless. The helplessness in childhood is physical and to some extent emotional, needs mom for security. But when you grow up, there is no physical helplessness. There is no emotional helplessness. There is helplessness, yes, emotional, because of your hurts and guilt and anger and frustration and jealousy and all that. And helplessness, cognitive helplessness. I have to become something. I have to be of this status. I have to be of this position, without which I have no self-identity. People must recognize. That means only when people recognize you, you recognize yourself. That you don't have self-recognition, you don't have self-worth. What use it is? That is mrityu. Mrityoho mrityum apnoti, as they say in English, from frying pan to fire. From one dukkha to another. This is so vivid today. And we grew up. There was a problems of survival. Enough food, enough clothing, enough shelter, enough roads. Nothing was there. It was all light, electricity was not there, the mosquito repellents were not there. Now it is so much, imagine, I can't imagine. When I went to ashram, the family thought he must be in some forest, he will be wearing only one cloth, food would be limited because tapasya, studying under the tree like that. Now everywhere lecture hall is air conditioned. And the rooms are air conditioned, ashram rooms. To go to university on a cycle was a big status. And that too cycle, parampara prapta. From brothers, a traditional. Eldest brother had it and given to next one and then to next and then next. Still you feel tight, I have a cycle. So there was have-nots issues, a lot of hardship. We all had to travel by Vinoba travel. Vinoba, on foot, Vinoba travel. There was one Vinobaji who had done a lot of Padayatra. He walked across India. Walking 4 or 5 kilometers was so common. Going to meet relatives means you have to walk down. You can't afford these rickshaws, those days, two-wheelers, bicycles, the pedal rickshaws. No, it is just walk down. It was that thinking. And suppose you get a cycle to go, that is something more. And it was so common to find couple going on cycle. And with a baby sitting on the front, and another in the lap. And the cycle seat was only stainless steel, nothing, no cushion. There was nothing. It was actually stand to put the vastus. You go, simple. There was dearth. Still dukkha. Today, all problems are emotional and cognitive problems, ego problems. And the society is so judgmental. This has to be done this way, this is not. If it does this, this is not good. If it does this, this is good, like that. You have all ideas. So, when you see duality, mrityoho mrityum apnoti. Continues the same mantra, the same point in its next mantra. See the next mantra. Manasa eva idam aptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityus samrityum gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati manasaivedam aptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityus samrityum gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati manasaivedamidam aptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityus samrityum gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati. Yaha nana iva pashyati. One who sees duality, one who sees multiplicity. Mrityoho mrityum gacchati. He goes to death from death. See the second line of this mantra and the previous mantra is same. That is means the effect of ignorance. If you are ignorant, what will happen? That means this human body is meant for moksha. Utilize it and get release for it. He says, mrityoho mrityum apnoti naneva pashyati. And the first line what it was? Here, yadeveha tadamutra, yadamutra tadanviha. What is here is there, what is there is here. This is a clear mantra of non-duality. I don't know where people get idea. See, this is Maya. Maya is what? The effect. Universal general effect of Maya is, first, you take yourself to be small fellow. I am small, individual, limited. Second is what? The world is big, different from me. Third is what? Oh, Ishvara is somewhere sitting. Little variation. Ishvara is not here at all, somewhere. Jagat, so Jeev, Ishvara Bheda. Jeev, Jagat Bheda. Then Jada Chetana Bheda. There are inner things and sentient things. Then Jagadishvara Bheda, Pancha Bhedas. Jeev Bhedas. I am small and there are like me many. 2. Second, Jeev Bheda. Different individuals. Jeev Jagat Bheda. I am different from the world. Then Jagadishvara Bheda. There is no Ishvara here. And lastly, Jeeveshvara Bheda. Bhagavan is different. And in Jagat also there is a subdivision. Jada and Chet. It's natural to take Ishvara as separate. And somehow, this all religion across Himalayas, outside Himalayas, have created a feeling, oh God. They look upon God. In India also they have started. This is their Muslim concept, Allah, Asmani Kitab. So we also say Upar wala jane. Now there is no Upar. There is nothing up. Still it is so vivid and people talk this. Now we study geography. I always have a question. In geography, there is a globe like this, correct? So suppose our India is just above Mediterranean. You are here in India. This is a Mediterranean, let us say. You are here. So when you say up is this, correct? Sitting in Gujarat. Now Japan is somewhere here. So you say up is this. US is here. You say up is this. Which up? Bhagavan would be running around. This will color movement. And it will not be 360 degree. It will be 360 degree cube. Not square even. Why? Because half of the world is this side. And the half is down below also. North Pole, South Pole. And by the time you say, oh God, help, it has moved. So, Bhagavan should be like that satellite, communication satellite. There are different satellites moving at a different pace. So only you have fixed distance. What up and down? You cannot call up. Because you yourself are changing. What you say up in the morning, suppose you are facing the sun, daytime. Yeah. You call up this way. And by evening, this way. What? He is Bhagavan, a nomadic or what? Roaming around those Kachi fellows. We have those cowherd fellows. No. There is no up-down. Ours is very clean. We should feel proud about our dharma. We are the only one who says here. Therefore we pray like this, straight, not up, not down. And that too, up and down will change during Uttarayana, Dakshinayana. Earth will tilt little. And then twist will tilt that way. Doesn't work. We say Namaste. Every Hindu would know Bhagavan is here only. So we say Nara Seva, Narayana Seva. Serving humanity is serving Narayana. Even Jiva Seva, helping any creature, is also Ishvara Seva. We don't look up and down. So, Naneva Pasyati, those who see somewhere else, that Veda, is because of here we are taught from childhood. Hindus are taught from childhood. Mother may not know the truth, but the fact she may not know, but emotionally or bhavatma, attitudinally they know. Every toddler is wonderstruck by seeing something moving. So even a toy, child is all vivid with the eyes. What is it? Baby moving. Because it has not seen movement. I mean, hardly sees movement other than the parents. So the baby likes that movement. So when the fly or some insect is moving, it is looking, hey, what is it? The hand has not developed. It doesn't know how to hold. So fellow tries to see that as a slow, it tries to catch it. But how does it catch it? It's not softly picking. Let us, baby will do like this, hit it. Hindu mother will tell, don't kill, there is Bhagavan. Don't kill. In summer, it's so hot, the red ants, they need something cold. So usually wherever there is a water, they are around. Sometimes in the wash basin. You feel like switching on the tap. Machu honarat, machi, they are broken. It is like that for the ants. They will be all swept away. But we are taught, no, it is papam. There is Bhagavan. Children, when they harass some street dog, they are told there is Bhagavan. Ishvara is everywhere. But still sees nana evil. Whether you see or not, you have an attitude, that is a culture. You discover the fact, but only when you continue with the attitude and forms, someday you will discover the fact. So they hold on to the forms. Yah naneva pashyati mrutyusa mrutyumapnoti. And it says, manasa eva idamaptavyam. It has to be known through mind. I will explain that tomorrow, if you don't mind. I am expecting that thing now, that whole entourage will drop. He is sitting, he has been a minister and then MP and central minister. He is still there. So now he has been given ticket from Rajkot. So he is coming to seek blessings. So there will be a big group, all honeybees around. that jaggery ball. 150 fellows and police walas and all. So we have to make some arrangements. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. हविष्मद्भिर्मनुष्यभिरग्निः एतद्वैतत् यत यतश्चोदेति सूर्यः अस्तं यत्र च गच्छति तं देवाः सर्वे अर्पिताः तदुना Ishvara is mithya. Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha and Jiva all are mithya, and so all are same. Is it correct? Please understand what is mithya. I have told earlier also, and I am telling again also. That which is incidental, that status because of something, like kingness, status of being a king of an actor, is incidental because of the dress. Similarly, the status of a thief in that drama, same actor, double role, is also incidental. Now when the thief says that Raja is mithya, king is mithya, which is true, but you are also mithya. Understand? It's incidental. And this, though Raja is mithya, king is mithya, but since you are mithya, that mithya will punish this mithya. Be ready for that. Because you have stolen. Just by telling it mithya, you don't get away with your deeds. You have to pay for it. आपने जो किया है वो करना पड़ेगा. So important is when you discover that I am mithya because of upadhi, I means jiva, individuality, is incidental. There is as I said, it is cognitive. Vedanta. Actor still uses a word, I am king, I am beggar. But all the time there is awareness that as long as I am on the stage, as long as I wear this dress, I have to conduct myself as a king or beggar, whichever dress, and I have to say the dialogues of king and beggar, full stop. The purpose of telling that it is mithya is to discover that this is not real. Actor A is real. This beggar or kingship is not real. That's it. And still continue. Similarly, wise person plays. He would say, hey, who are you? He will say, I am Swami Paramatmananda. And suppose I land up in US airport, that immigration guys have a habit, yes, so Swami, what's the name? So you ask Paramatmananda. It's difficult for him to read. If it was Mike or John, it is easy. American names are 2 letters, 3 letters. So he will ask me, yes, so you are Swami Paramatmananda? No. It's mithya. I am Sachidananda. What? Your name is Sachidananda? No, that's not name. Namarupa mithya. Vacharambhanam vikaro namadaya. Nittikeva satya. Namarupa is always mithya. He will send me to the room. is a room. And in that room, if I continue, he will get the luggage and will not allow me to get out of the airport. And in the next flight, they will dump me. I've asked them. He is coming, that mosquito repellent, that one. You see, that is going to be, I have to say, I am Swami Paramatmananda. Where are you going? See, in America, Avija, he is coming. Fogging fellow. In America, if I say I am going to my students, I never say Shishyas. I look upon me as students. Oh, you are a professor. Which university? I would say Ars Vidya University. Does it have a Google website? If I say I am going to my disciple, what? Disciple? What does it mean? They don't know. So I have always to say I am going to my friend. Simple. I learned after experience. So even if I am landing in New York and going to Nipa, so when I write the address, generally whatever name, either I write Deepak or Nipa. Oh, she is a friend. Yeah, she is my friend. He thinks only one friend. Idiot, she looks upon me as father and a student. What can friend? They can't understand. My sister's granddaughter is in California. She is in Amazon, very senior position. So I has played in my lap and I insisted you come. So one day I went. Like California, I said I'll come to you first. Then I'll go for my classes. Classes are in Milpitas and she was in San Jose. Okay, let me finish that one day. They have bought a new house and you come and all that. And in-laws are also coming here and attending classes. So they wanted. I said okay. So her husband's name didn't come to me. I said I wrote her name. Who is she? How can I say that? My sister's granddaughter. And that too inviting me. They will not understand. She is my friend. Oh, friend. In America, you have to say only friend. That's all they understand. That family custom, even here is, forget about my real sister. Our student's sister's granddaughter also will welcome me. If he is like here, if his some sister's daughter is there, granddaughter, he tells Swamiji is coming. So grandpa has told, that is over. She has to welcome, full stop. They will welcome and receive and do whatever is to be done. That's our culture. But you can't say them. But so he says, I'm going. Yes. Where are you going? And what for? I can't say for lectures. Are you paid for it? So come for earning? You don't have visa. I said, they have invited me for vacation. I am more busy there than here. When I go to US, there is no vacation. But I have to say, oh good, you have a nice group of friends. Yes, I have a nice group of friends. Chal bhai, thappo laga to nikal, stamp it and go. But suppose I say, yes, this body is going to these places. He will kick me out. What this body? They don't know other than beyond body. Some of them live Charvaka life. Yavat jivet sukham jivet. Runam krutva, no, Pepsi pizzam japtet. No Nobody drinks ghee. Nowadays Pepsi and pizzas. And that's what they eat. So, coming back to this question, it is cognitive. When you say Ishvara, you have to appreciate in Vyavaharik Satta. Ishvara is only Vyavaharik Satta, and it is fact. This body also has Vyavaharik Satta. As long as there is Prarabdha, this body is to last, and body will be ruled over by the laws of Ishvara. But then, since I am not the body, this status is incidental, like actor having a dress. So also incidental, and Ishvara is also incidental. He is me. So you appreciate that, but Shankaracharya says one thing, for Vyavahara's sake, you behave as though you are Ishvara's Bhakta. For Gnani, it is Atma, self. Chaturvidha bhajante Gnani tu Atmaiva me mataha. In the 6th chapter says, Sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani chatmani. All bhuta, I am the self of all bhutas, and all bhutas reside in me. Very next verse is, Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha maipa. Ishvara says, one who sees me everywhere and everything in me. So Atma and Ishvara are one. In spite of knowing oneness, when it is a conducting yourself, you don't conduct as oneness. Vyavahara Maryada is necessary. That just as you maintain that Maryada and dignity of Guru, because Guru is also Atma, so also Ishvara and wise persons do some puja, bhakti, seva. For what? Yagyadacharati shrestha. Most of the people are not ready for the knowledge. And when you don't do, you are an ideal, they will stop doing. Thereby they will miss out the means for antahkarana shuddhi. They will miss out the means for papa nivrutti, etc. So you should worship. Therefore all Shankaracharyas have a big puja. Publicly they do. It is not for themselves, it is for Loka Sangrahat, for the society. And it is correct, all are same. Therefore we chant this shloka, Ishvaro Gururatmeti. Ishvaraha, Guru and the self. Murti Bheda. There is a difference in forms, difference in names. And what is that? And what is the one thing? They are all one consciousness, like a space. Vyomavad Dehaya. Though they seem to have a body, but their self is what? Akashavad Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivam. So they are all Vyomavad Dehaya. And I salute to Dakshinamurti. That's the first Guru. Shiva, Lord Bhagavan Shiva went to Kautara, incarnated as Dakshinamurti. Gave Upadesha to Naradji and Sanat Kumaras. Yes. Next question.
Willpower and prarabdha. Because we listen, no, you do like this, you behave like this. But every jana if you do that, there is a effect of prarabdha also in it. So to what extent the willpower, free will, I'm sorry, not the willpower, free will and the prarabdha.
Okay. See, human being is gifted with free will because of buddhi. You have. You are not only human, everybody is born by prarabdha. So prarabdha is twofold. One, the situation, people that you meet with or going on to meet with. People and the situation. That's a karma phalas. The other aspect of prarabdha is bundle of vasanas. samskaras. Each one has a different tendency. Even if there are twins, same sex, but tendency later on, mindset, general disposition of the mind is different. You will see. Tomorrow, nobody knows, I think knows, two girls are coming, that Vandini and Vaidehi, Baroda. They are twins. Vandini just got married. So they had come here when they were 3 months old. 3 years or 2 years. They have played in my lap. Now both of them, if you look now, there is a difference. But up to 12th grade, they were so similar that teachers in the school used to get confused. And her own mother was confused. So she never called one. She had a nickname, Lolimoni. So she will say, Lolimoni, come. Whoever is there, they have to come. They would look so similar. They had different mindset. I know them closely, both the girls. So that is a prarabdha. Situation is same. Parents are same. They studied up to 12th grade, same thing. But then changes. One decided that I want to go to this science, another science, and like that. So prarabdha brings the situation. And accordingly, the background that you have, vasanas, samskaras, those thoughts will come. Your disposition of the mind, composition, will make you feel that I should respond this way. I should do that. That's all prarabdha is. Now, whether to respond this way or not, should I do this or not, in between there is a filter of free will. I felt like doing this, but what you feel like doing, the way you feel like responding, before actualizing the response, the psychological expression, before it gets converted into physical action, there should be filter of buddhi, viveka. Therefore, we have Shastra Abhyasa first, Brahmacharya Ashram. Buddhi learns. When you go to Shastra Abhyasa, means studying. Schools and modern school and university, we never had it. It was a Gurukulam. Go to Guru, stay with him as a family and study. These Gurus taught certainly the knowledge about earning, what they teach in university, those subjects. Nowadays, some of those subjects are redundant. Suppose I start archery college. It is useful only for Olympics. It has no employment. That fellow will not get any employment in archery college. What is the use of it? If I say teach a college of sword, fighting sword, it's all useless. A maximum these Japanese and Chinese have improvised that Japanese what? Which? Kung Fu? No, karate is Japanese. And that with a stick and that's one, you know. No. That's, anyway, whatever, that ninja fights, you know, they have a typical sword. Huh? Let them say, they are the original Japanese. Whatever it is. So, these are your sumo fight. It is only for entertainment, nothing else. Sumo cannot be employed anywhere except some showpiece at some places. If he comes out to India and looks sumo and everybody will say, that's all, it's about use. Those vidyas survive as long as it is required to society. Even now I tell you, you will be shocked to know this year 30 to 35%, at least total sanctioned seats of engineering were not filled. 25 to different income college views and universities, but on average 20 to 30% engineering seats in Gujarat were never got filled up. Once upon a time, going to engineering means you have to score something. It was a competitive. What? These colleges have many branches of engineering. So they have sanctioned all those, the civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. Now, then telecom and IT and computer came. Now this AI and data analytics has come. Nobody goes to civil. Nobody is interested in mechanical. Formerly, girls wanted to be engineers, civil engineers. Not a single girl. She would be happy to play harmonium, computer, and do the thing. So the seats remain vacant. That vidya is less useful. After this AI, I'm sure they will create some robots who will build the building. You may not require people to do that. Now, this designing, my God. The Harit Singh's daughter did master in New York, very beautiful, one of the prominent university in designing. Now she tells me softwares are available, you put it and then design is available. Like that ChatGPT. You have everything available. So those disciplines of knowledge are redundant now. Suppose I become Tarkacharya. That Shastra, who is interested in study Tarka? You will be shocked for your Chennai, I tell you. Madras University is a very prestigious university, once it was. And to get admission into philosophy department, and it was status, because India's ex-president was head of the department, Dr. Radhakrishnan. And people went for philosophy. Those great people were many masters in philosophy and PhD in philosophy. Nobody wants. No use. Only some of the girls are taking because they are not committed in marriage market. Girls' education is free, so they continue MA in philosophy. Because somebody asks, what is your daughter doing? She is doing masters. For what? MA philosophy. That's all, sociology. If you go to sociology department of university, 90% are girls. Because the employability is not there. So, Rishis taught this Vidya, whatever was there, but they taught the wisdom of living. What is right, what is wrong, what is proper, what is improper, what is sanctioned by Dharma, what is not sanctioned by Dharma. They used to teach. Nowadays I see in India, Gurukul is going on. Because of RSS and Narendra Modi has NEP created. Everyone, Gurukul Paddhati. I told the Prime Minister, got fed up. Was invited in 7-8 national and international seminar. Everybody says this was our Vidya. We had Vastu Shastra and we had Shilpa Shastra and Dance Shastra. That is all right. But you should talk of wisdom of living. Gujarati ekada vagarna minda hai. These are all value education, like zeros without one. That is the main thing you should tell. I told him, don't waste money for this seminar. I got so hurt. Nobody is talking about. HRD ministry sponsored national seminar and so-called who's who from academia comes. They do all research. We had these and that's okay. I appreciate that and I'm happy and proud what you had. But this is what is necessary even today. So, the child was endowed, empowered with this wisdom. When you go to live a life independently in Grihastha Ashrama, That is the use of free will. My free will should be in alignment with Shastra. My free will should be in alignment with what is proper, what is to be done, what is my contributory deed. That's it. I'll come to your question. I have not forgotten. So understand, the primary purpose of free will is this. Not what all people talk about today. They say, you listen the voice of your inner self and go for it. Whole world is behind you, against you, but if you go for it, you achieve. And most of these motivational speakers talk of such thing. Such and such a person, from rags to riches, dreamed you can fulfill all your dreams. That's what they say. Means free will alone dictates your life. I'm the only one who talks this. I used to conduct such seminars. Now I don't have time. And I told few of them on face. And they throw names. Look at Zuckerberg. The Steve Jobs was an orphan. Oh, style. They make it and they make pun and they know how to talk. It was somewhere 2009-10. I was relatively free and was teaching Vedanta in Bombay. I had only 2 classes, morning, evening, and there is one body institution, Prempuri. Now I am a trustee also there. So, in those days, this internet was not there, and I used to like Times of India, English newspaper. I used to read. Somewhere in August, there was the last page, quarter page picture of our hero, Amitabh Bachchan. He is an actor of the century, very popular, and has a long career, very versatile actor. There is a chapati, that Queen's necklace site, and he was on a bench, like the bench like this, it is across the whole sea beach. He's a tall guy, standing with one leg like this and watching at sea. And there was a picture, Mai aur meri tanhaiya. And that was written. It was here in this sand. When I landed in Bombay, I lived here for 3 days. I slept here for first 3 days. And later on also, blah, 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 blah. And then I have spent the days when I didn't get food, and now I have this. And the moral of the story is, use your will and you can achieve. I felt like calling up Times of India. Nowadays in Indian cinema, I don't know about Japanese cinema, do they have songs in Japanese cinema? Pictures? Theater? Songs? Yeah.
Yeah.
1 or 2?
Yeah, not that many, but...
Yeah, in Indian movie there should be minimum 5 to 6. And generally sung by hero, heroine. That's invariably, they have to fall in love. And they have to start singing. Love is expressed by singing. And they have to go to garden. And they have to run around. And heroine will run faster than hero. You can't catch her. That's the Indian scene. It's typical. When I was young, teenage, I hardly saw movie because I never liked it. The whole college, because I said they are cheating us. Few things are not possible. And why should I pay for being cheated? And they create a tragedy scene. And it's so much, sometimes so tragic, they want people to cry also. I said, why to go pay money to get some pain? After all, you have empathy, so you feel bad. I never used to go. I went only for relaxing movies, some comedy, but they never went. But I still remember there was whatever I saw. So those days only hero and heroine will sing. Before that they hardly sat and sing. Expressions, old movies. When I became young there was little movement. Not little, not much. Then when I left us 45 years ago, by then running had started. And now it is certainly running around. But the improvement is hero starts, or heroine, whosoever. Moment they start, from nowhere, other 25, 30 come from the sky. Hero, then 30 boys. Heroine, 30 girls. And all the boys in one uniform, but hero in free dress. So whatever he does, they all do. Whatever she does, they all do the same. I gave you this story to tell this moral of Amitabh Bachchan. He's a stupid fellow. All those 30 came to Bombay to become Amitabh only. Nobody comes to Bombay to play the role of extras. They want to become hero. They want to become heroine. And number one is only one. Everybody can't become. You need prarabdha. Just because a tea vendor Modi became prime minister, every tea vendor cannot aspire to become a prime minister. You can't expect that now there is chances that I will become prime minister. What nonsense. These petrol pump gas fillers, the gas fillers cannot say now I will have Reliance empire, because Dhirubhai did that. The founder of Reliance did that. No. This quoting those heroes is exceptions. They had three things: Purushartha and Prarabdha. Prarabdha in twofold. That you got the situation, got the opportunities, and got a mati to exploit opportunity. So many people get opportunity, but idhar kuch nahi hai. That is called Rahul syndrome. The fellow is leading a party which is 135 years old. There is a saying that experience makes the man wiser. You heard of it? You heard? Yes? It's not true. Experience cannot make you wiser. You become wiser only if you learn from experience. Otherwise, Rahul Gandhi should have become wiser. And in fact, day by day, he seems to be losing some wisdom, whatever he had in the past. Looks like that. And there are so many. Like two brothers, Reliance, Mukesh and Anil. They have prarabdha, opportunities, but so it is not only free will gets you success. You may have a thinking, you may have a strong urge to achieve, but equally you should get opportunities and you should have a sense how to respond in this opportunity. Thereby I progress towards my dream. Doesn't happen. This is a modern problem. All motivational speakers. And there are some sadhus who are very popular by this. Chow, chow. I don't approve of that. That it is a story. In our good old stories, never ever author left a tragic end. Ultimately, we grew up with the stories, prince and princess met and married happily and lived happily thereafter. The sentence itself is like Gulam Qadir Shiv Shankar. What is your name? Shiv Shankar Gulam Qadir. How can you be your Shiv Shankar and Gulam Qadir? This is not possible, self-contradictory. So to say that they got married and lived happily, Married and happily lived? Impossible. If married, they can't live happily. Everybody can't live happily with marriage. Somebody said, I don't know whether marriage is a word or a sentence. Both said sentence means English sentence. Long thing, and a sentence means other sentence also, punishment. He said, I don't know whether it is a word or a sentence. They got married and lived happily. It is like people telling, Swamiji, just I'm waiting, I'm coming to you. So many people threaten me. I'm used to, I don't get threatened. Swamiji, I'm coming to you. But now there's my daughter. She is in final year. Next, we are searching. When we get good match, she gets married, then I'm free. Daughter, and you free? Never. They get entangled in grandchildren, this and that. Nobody becomes free that way. If you want to become free, right now come. You can't wait for daughter to get married. Doesn't work that way. So, this real, I'll do whatever I get. There used to be advertisement, commercial about Will's cigarette. Macho cigarette always predicted a macho man. You should see American cigarette commercial. They always show cowboy, he-man. And then I think Wills or Charlie. Not anymore because it is banned, but old ones. Cigarette was a status of manhood, macho, sort of. So he would say, and it was written, I get what I want. Free will is not necessarily will succeed every time. But the free will can succeed every time if then that is a success when it cites dharma. You are every time successful. Material success may or may not come. But when you follow the life of dharma, surrender will to dharma, not instinct, you are successful. Okay, last question. Okay, call it off.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we'll have regular classes. We'll finish the text
Yes.
and some small puja in the evening after class. Just puja, nothing long.
So class at 9?
After the class.
We can have it 9, I think, better. Tomorrow there is no yajna. So 9 to 10, 10:30 to 11:30, and 3:30 to 4:30 as usual. Correct? Maybe that last class may be shorter so that you can do puja and some of them wants to go.
Go earlier.
Huh?
I will go earlier. How will I talk out?
We'll talk out. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. There is only 1% bad.
अन्नदातानी समृद्धिना संकल्प